You keep waiting, but time doesn't wait for you. And one day, you'll run out. People say it every day. I'll start tomorrow. I'll do it later. I'll begin when the time is right. But later is a lie. Tomorrow is a thief. And one day is killing more dreams than failure ever will. Time is the most valuable resource you have. It's more valuable than money, more valuable than talent, more valuable than connections. Because money can be made again, opportunities can come again, but time never returns. Once it's gone forever. Jim Rohn once said, "Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time." And yet, millions live as if their time is infinite. They wait, they delay, they waste, and they wonder why their dreams never come alive. One of the biggest lies comfort tells you is, wait until you're ready. But listen, you'll never be fully ready. You'll never have enough money. You'll never have enough clarity. You'll never have the perfect conditions. If you wait for perfect, you'll wait forever. Les Brown said, "You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great." That's the key. Greatness doesn't wait for readiness. Greatness begins when you move, even if you're scared, even if you're unsure, even if it's messy. There is an enemy called procrastination. Procrastination feels harmless. You think you're just delaying, but what you're really doing is making a habit of avoiding. Every time you delay, you're training your brain. It's okay to let my future die. And once that habit sets in, it becomes who you are. Eric Thomas said, "An inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention." Intentions don't change your life. Action does. But procrastination convinces you that intention is enough. And that's why so many people wake up 10, 20, 30 years later, still waiting. That's so sad. The illusion of time. Let me hit you with a hard truth. You think you have time. You don't. You think you'll get serious in your 30s. You think you'll start in your 40s. You think you'll finally live in your 50s. But life doesn't wait. The clock doesn't stop. Every day you waste is one less day you have. Every opportunity you ignore is one less chance you'll get. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." But it's not just about living someone else's life. It's about not living at all because you were too busy waiting. Bronnie Ware, a nurse who worked with the dying, wrote about the top regrets of people at the end of their lives. Do you know what the most common regret was? "I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me." Do you realize what that means? Most people die with regret, not because they failed, but because they never tried, because they kept waiting. And here's the terrifying part. You won't realize the cost of waiting until it's too late. But there is hope. Just as waiting compounds regret, action compounds progress. Start today, and you'll be miles ahead in a year. Start today, and the small daily steps will stack into massive change. Start today, and you'll build momentum that will carry you further than you ever imagined. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand, and work with whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along." That's the truth. Tools come as you move. Clarity comes as you act. Strength comes as you train. But nothing comes to those who wait. Understand this. Time is not just minutes on a clock. Time is life itself. When you waste time, you are wasting life. When you give away hours to distractions, you are giving away pieces of your existence. People think waiting is harmless. They say, "I'll start next week. I'll begin when things calm down. I'll move forward when the time is right." But let me tell you, waiting is not neutral. Waiting is a thief. Every moment of waiting steals from your health, your dreams, your relationships, and your future. And by the time you notice, years have vanished. Waiting destroys your health. How many people say, "I'll start working out when I have more time," or "I'll eat better when life slows down"? The problem is, life never slows down. And in the meantime, your body pays the price. That skipped workout becomes 10 skipped weeks. That just one more cheat day becomes years of bad habits. That extra weight becomes sickness, fatigue, and regret. Your health doesn't wait. Your body keeps the score. And one day, you'll wish you had started earlier. David Goggins said, "Most of us are running from the truth." You're not waiting to get healthy. You're choosing to stay unhealthy. Waiting destroys your wealth. How many people say, "I'll start saving when I make more money. I'll invest when I'm ready. I'll build that business someday." But someday never comes. And the person who waited wakes up in their 50s or 60s with nothing to show. Money grows with time. Investments compound. But if you wait, you lose the one thing money needs to multiply: time itself. Warren Buffett said, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." The shade doesn't come from waiting. It comes from planting early. If you wait, don't be surprised when the future burns you. Waiting destroys your relationships. People also say, "I'll spend more time with my family when things settle down. I'll be more present when work is easier. I'll call them later." But later becomes never. And the people you thought would wait for you, they don't. Time doesn't freeze their hearts while you wait. Your children grow up. Your parents get older. Your relationships fade. Love doesn't survive on waiting. It survives on presence. Les Brown said, "Your family and your love must be cultivated like a garden. A garden doesn't wait. It either grows or dies." Waiting destroys your dreams. This is the most painful one. Every day you delay your dream, it dies a little more. You say, "One day, I'll start that business. One day, I'll write that book. One day, I'll travel the world." But one day turns into no day. The graveyard is full of dreams buried by people who waited. Not because they lacked talent, not because they lacked opportunity, but because they kept waiting for a perfect time that never arrived. Eric Thomas said, "Stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting for the right resources. Stop waiting for somebody to validate you. The time is now. If you don't start now, you'll never start." If this message is speaking to you, don't forget to subscribe to The Balanced Beat for more life-changing wisdom and powerful motivation. Hit that like button to support the channel, and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. We're building something meaningful here, and your support means everything.